Yes, everyone. So I hope that I am audible and I am visible to each and every one of you. If yes, let me know in the comment section. If I am audible and visible, let me know in the comment section. मेरी आवाज आ रही है, मैं दिखाई दे रहा हूँ, मैं सुनाई दे रहा हूँ तुम सारे लोगों को? अगर हाँ तो कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे बताओ. Very good, very good, guys. So today in this session, let me check once. Yes. So today the session is all about the body fluids and circulation. So in today's session, what we are going to do is that we are going to complete this body fluid and circulation in one shot. Yes, we will try to complete this chapter around 8:30 and we will try to figure out all the concepts and all the important lines and all the important concepts of this particular chapter. Okay, so first of all, I will be starting with the blood. Okay, first of all, we will be discussing the blood, and after the blood, we will discussing the human circulatory system, and then we will be discussing the disorders. So let's quickly start the session and let's talk about the blood. So what do you think about the blood? So sir, if I talk about the blood, so blood is what? Blood is made up of few particles, okay, few substance. Yes or no? So blood is what? Blood is, first of all, we are going to talk about the blood. So blood is made up of what? Blood is made up of plasma. Yes or no? Blood is made up of plasma. I'll write it this thing in the next place. So let's talk about the composition of blood, bachcho. So blood is made up of what? Blood is made up of plasma, right? And then after this plasma, we have what? We have the cells. Plasma और किससे बना है? Blood cells से बना है. Yes or no? Right? So plasma and formed elements. Plasma and formed elements. Yes or no? So if I talk about the plasma, so plasma में क्या क्या है? In plasma we have water, and after that we have proteins. In plasma we have water, and after that we have proteins. Okay, everyone? So blood is made up of plasma and formed elements. If I talk about the plasma, so it consists of the 55%. And if I talk about the formed elements, bachcho, so it is made up of what? 100 minus 55, which will be 45. Yes or no? So 45% is the formed elements. Now, in the formed elements, if I talk about the plasma, so plasma consists of water, and in plasma, water is what? Water is about 92%. Water is about 92%. And if I talk about the proteins, bachcho, so proteins is around 6 to 8%. Proteins is about 6 to 8%. Okay. And in formed elements, if I talk about, so in formed elements, what things are made? In formed elements, we have RBC, we have WBC, and we have platelets. Okay, platelets. So in formed elements, what things we have? RBC, WBC, and platelets. Clear to everyone? Any doubts still here? Let me know in the comment section. Any doubts still here? Let me know in the comment section. Everyone. Okay, chalo. Great. Now see here, if I talk about the proteins, in plasma, so proteins in plasma are what? Fibrinogen, globulin protein, and what? And albumin protein. So 3 types of proteins are present in the plasma. Yes, 3 types of protein is present in plasma. So fibrinogen, after that we have what? We have globulin, and then we have what? Then we have albumin, right? Albumin. Clear to everyone? Any doubts anywhere? Let me know in the comment section. Now one by one, what we are going to do is that one by one we are going to take read the functions of each and every proteins and each and every components of the formed elements. Okay, so first of all, let us start with the components of proteins. So if I talk about the fibrinogen, if I talk about the fibrinogen, so fibrinogen क्या करता है? What does this fibrinogen do? Anyone in the comment section? Anyone in the comment section? What is the work of fibrinogen? So if I talk about the work of fibrinogen, बच्चों, if I talk about the work of fibrinogen, so the work of fibrinogen is what? It is blood clotting. It helps in what? It helps in blood clotting. Fibrinogen helps in blood clotting. Yes or no? Blood clotting. Clear? Now next, what do we have? We have another protein which is the globulin. Which is the globulin. And if I talk about the globulin, bachcho, so globulin is what? Globulin is basically what? It is helping in the, they are basically what? They are the antibodies. They are the antibodies. Yes or no? And if they are the antibodies, what they are gonna do? They are going to form, they are going to help in the defense. Yes or no? They are antibodies, and if they are antibodies, what they are going to happen? What they are going to happen? What they are going to do? They are going to help in blood, sorry, they are going to help in defense mechanism. They are going to help in defense mechanism. Yes or no? Great. Next we have what? The third thing, which is albumin. Which is albumin. And if I talk about the albumin, so albumin helps in what? Albumin helps in the osmotic balance of our blood. Osmotic balance of our blood. Yes or no, everyone? Yes? Okay, great. So this was what? This was all about the composition of plasma, right? Chalo. Now let's move on and let's talk about the RBC, WBC and platelets. Yes or no? RBC, WBC and platelets. So if I talk about the RBC, bachcho, what is the full form of RBC? The very basic question of RBC for the RBC will be what? It is red blood cells. Yes or no? It is red blood cells, right? Red blood cells. Now my second question will be what? How many red blood cells are present in a normal human being? Normal human being means what? The human being, the person who is not having any kind of disease. So if I take a box and the box is having a volume of 1 ml, if I take a box and the box is having a volume of 1 ml, and if I take that blood in that box, so I will be observing that there are 5 to 5.5 million RBCs. There are 5 to 5.5 million RBCs in 1 millimeter cube. Okay, in 1 millimeter cube. Okay, everyone. ठीक है, चलो, great. Now let's talk about the RBC in much detail. Let's talk about the RBC in much detail. So if I talk about the number of RBC, we saw that RBC is what? RBC is having 5 to 5.5 million, right? Then what, sir? Then RBC is among all the blood components, like among all the blood cells, cellular part of the blood, RBC is having the maximum number. So I can write here RBC is most abundant. RBC is most abundant of all blood cells. RBCs is most abundant of all blood cells. Okay, maximum number of blood cells present in the whole blood is the RBC. After it is what? After that what? Where this, what is the shape of RBC? What is the shape of RBC? The shape of RBC is biconcave shape. Biconcave shape, right? Shape of RBC is what, sir? It is biconcave shape. Now, the main character of RBC is what? It lacks nucleus. Lacks nucleus. Yes or no? Now, what is the reason behind this? Why it lacks nucleus? What is the reason behind this? Why does this doesn't have any nucleus? Yes, everyone. Why this RBC doesn't have any nucleus? So, sir, if I talk about the if I talk about the RBC, why it is not having the nucleus? Because nucleus will take some place, will occupy some place, and the place will be less there for hemoglobin. So main function of RBC is what? Main function of RBC is to transport oxygen, to transport gases, right? So to transport oxygen, what does it need? It needs hemoglobin. So to keep hemoglobin more in much more amount, it removes its nucleus. Clear? Okay, yes or no? Any doubts anywhere? Any doubts anywhere? Yes or no? Great, great. Chalo. Now let's move on again. Let's move on again. Now there is no nucleus, there is even no mitochondria in RBC, if I say in mature RBC. So how does they respire, sir? They respire anaerobically. They respire what? They respire anaerobically. They respire anaerobically. Clear? Okay. कैसा respiration होता है? कैसा respiration होता है? Respiration होता है anaerobically. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Great. Chalo. Now, after this, I'm going to talk about what does it contains. It contains the hemoglobin. Now let's talk about the basic structure of hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is made up of what? Hemoglobin is made up of two globulin molecules, sorry, four heme molecules, okay? Four heme molecules, and each of them is having what? Each of them is having a tail. Each of them is having a tail, yes or no? Which is known as globulin, globin, and this is what? This is heme, this is heme, yes or no? And in between, what is there? In between, we have the iron. What we have? We have the iron. And what is the state of iron here? The state of iron is Fe+2. This is the basic structure of RBC. Hemoglobin. This is the basic structure of hemoglobin. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? And what type of chains? How many chains they have? We have two chains, sir. One is alpha chain, and the other one is the beta chain. So hemoglobin is having two chains, alpha chains and beta chains, and total it is having four chains. That means two chains of alpha and two chains of beta. Two chains of alpha and two chains of beta. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone, bachcho? Great, great. If it's not, if it's clear, then let's move forward. Chalo, chalo. Okay. So now what? Now if I talk about the lifespan of RBC, if I talk about the lifespan of RBC, so what is the lifespan of RBC? How many days? How many days does this RBC lives? How many days this RBC lives? कितने दिन RBC जो है वो रहता है? Tell me. What is the average lifespan of RBC? So sir, the average lifespan of the RBC is 120 days. It is 120 days. Yes or no? It is 120 days. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Great. Chalo. Now, if I talk about the death of RBC, so where it is destroyed? Destroyed where? In the organ of spleen. It is destroyed in the spleen. It is destroyed in spleen. Now see, sometimes what happens? Suppose that there is an accident, okay? Suppose that there is an accident, and in accident body has lost lots and lots of bloods, and if the body has lost lots and lots of blood, so spleen do what? Spleen contains the reservoir of RBC. Yes, during this time spleen sends the RBC. So we can say that spleen is the place where the RBC is destroyed, and it is also stored. RBC is also stored in spleen. RBC is also stored in spleen. Okay, in spleen. Clear to everyone? Any doubts anywhere? Any doubts anywhere? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, Chalo, good, good. Now see, we discussed everything about the RBC, yes or no? सारी चीजें हमने डिस्कस कर ली RBC के, I think so. Yes. One thing we have not discussed, that spleen is also known as graveyard of RBC. Why graveyard of RBC? Because spleen is destroyed there. So graveyard is what? Where we bury the dead bodies. So spleen ka dead body, where it is being buried? It is buried in the RBC. So that's why we are talking about it is also known as the graveyard of RBC. It is also known as the graveyard of RBC. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? That's very good. That's very good. Now let's move on. Let's move on and let us talk about the second cell, which is the WBC. Which is the WBC. Acha, what is the color of RBC, bachcho? What is the color of RBC? The color of RBC is red. Why? Because of the presence of the pigment, which is hemoglobin, and this pigment is only red. Yes or no? This pigment is only red, and that's why RBC is red. But if I talk about the WBC, so in WBC there are no such kind of pigments, and if there is no such kind of pigments, what is going to happen? The WBCs will be colorless. Okay, so WBC is what? WBC is colorless, and that's how its name suggests. Its name says what? White blood cells. WBC is colorless, and that's why we call them as white blood cells, right? WBC is colorless, and that's why we say it as white blood cells. Clear? Okay, great. What is the another name for WBC? What's the another name for WBC, bachcho? So the another name for WBC is leukocyte. The another name for WBC is leukocyte. Okay, everyone? Leukocyte. The another name for WBC is leukocyte. Clear? Yes? Okay, great. Now let's move on. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about the types of WBC. Let's talk about the types of WBC. So see, RBC was like just the RBC. RBC के types हमें नहीं है यहाँ पे, और हमें like it's not there, it's just RBC. But if I talk about the WBC, बच्चों, so WBC has some following types. It is granulocyte and agranulocyte. Okay, types of WBC. Types of WBC. It is what? It is granulocyte, and what? And agranulocyte. It is granulocyte and agranulocytes. Clear? What is the type of RBC? The type of type of WBC. The type of WBC is granulocyte and agranulocyte. Okay. Now see, if I talk about the granulocytes, why we are calling it as granulocyte? Because if you look, when you will look these kinds of RBC, so you will find that they are having some granules. They are having some granules inside the cytoplasm, and that's why they are known as granulocytes. Okay. If I am talking about the agranulocytes, so there is what? There is no presence of granules. There is no presence of granules in the cytoplasm, and that's why, bachcho, we are saying that these are the agranulocytes. Now, so what are the examples of granulocytes? So, see, so the example of granulocytes are neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. Okay, neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. And what are the example of agranulocytes? The example of we will come to that point. Easy explanation. We will come to that point. Okay. Chalo. So if I talk about the agranulocyte, so in agranulocyte, it is what? It is monocyte. It is monocyte and lymphocyte. Monocyte and lymphocyte. Clear? So this is what? This is the type of This is the type of WBCs which are present in our body. Now let us talk about their functions. Let us talk about their functions. So if I talk about the neutrophils, बच्चों, so it is what? It is composing of 60 to 66 65%. 60 to 65% of WBCs are neutrophils, and it is also known as what? It is also known as PMNL. It is also known as PMNL. What is the full form of PMNL? Anyone in the comment section? Easy explanation. I'll take this, okay? Don't worry, आज पढ़ा दूंगा ये. What is this PMNL? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, chalo. Now what, this is the most abundant molecule. This neutrophil is the most abundant molecule, most abundant WBC in our body. Right? What does it do, sir? It do phagocytosis. Now what is phagocytosis, sir? See, suppose that you have been what? You have been attacked by a virus, okay? You have been attacked by a virus or a bacteria or any pathogen. What is pathogen, sir? Pathogen is basically any disease causing organism, right? And that entered your body. And when it entered inside your body, these neutrophils, these WBCs got signal, and they do what? They kill these virus and bacteria by engulfing them. Just like amoeba, they will do what? They will through their pseudopodia, they will capture these pathogens, and finally they will digest, and hence preventing yes, exactly. Why it is yes, it is easy explanation. It's a fact that it is there. Right? क्यों है क्यों नहीं वो तो नहीं बोल सकते ना. It is there, right? Clear? Okay. Engulfing, exactly. Engulfing. Okay, done. Now sir, now we have eosinophil. See, eosinophil is what? इसको कैसे याद कर सकते हो? इसको कैसे, how we can remember? Eosinophil, आंची, जब भी छींकते, whenever you sneeze, when you have some allergic reactions, yes or no? When you have some allergic reactions, so during that thing, eosinophils are what? Eosinophils are increased. During that thing, eosinophils are increased. Okay, but what is the percentage of eosinophils? 2 to 3%. And what is the function here? It is associated with the allergic reaction. Whenever allergic reaction is happening in our body, this WBC gets activated. So I should say responsible for or fights with the allergic reactions. Any doubt anywhere, bachcho? Let me know in the comment section. Any doubt anywhere, bachcho? Let me know in the comment section. Easy explanation. If I say why your eyes are here, why your nose are here, right? So it's there, it's just there, and we are studying, that's why, right? Chalo, great. Now see, we have the next one, which is basophil. Okay, basophil, right? So if I talk about the basophil, bachcho, so basophil is what? Basophil is just 0.5% to 1%. Basophil is just 0.5% to 1%. And if I talk about the 0.5 to 1% of basophil, so this do what? This releases three things. One is histamine. What about no, sir? Acha, Roy, are you saying that you don't have any doubts? Okay, theek hai. If I talk about the histamines, it release. Okay, what does this do? What does this histamine do? It brings the inflammation. Yes or no? Hi Snehal, how are you? Inflammation. Yes or no? Inflammation, histamine. And then we have serotonin. What do we have? We have serotonin. Yes, basophils are least. Basophils are least. And then we have heparin. And then we have heparin. What is the function of serotonin and heparin, bachcho? What is the function of serotonin and heparin? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. What is the function of serotonin and heparin, bachcho? I'm waiting for your answers. Tell me fast. Hi Tanish, how are you? Kaise ho Tanish? If you are very new to this channel, subscribe this channel. If you are very new to this channel, everyone, I request you to subscribe this channel. We will be publishing one-shot sessions regularly. Okay? चलो, great. बताओ कमेंट में बताओ, जल्दी बताओ मुझे, जल्दी बताओ क्या होगा? सेरोटोनिन एंड हिस्टामिन हेपारिन का क्या काम होता है? क्या काम होता है बच्चों? बोलो, नहीं पता? Heparin is what? Heparin is anticoagulant. Okay, when you go to donate blood, donate blood, bachcho, what happens? When as soon as you have donated the blood, after that injections of what? Injections of heparin has been inserted. Why? Because so that your blood couldn't be clot. Okay, yes or no? Clear to everyone? Any doubts anywhere? नहीं पता? रॉय, मैं बता दिया. Clear? Okay. This serotonin also what? This serotonin also helps in what? It is a vasodilator. And what? And also helps in the inflammation. Okay, ये vessels को dilate कर देता है. Vasodilators. Okay, clear? Great. Chalo. Now let's move on. बच्चों. So next we have the agranulocyte. One second, क्या हो गया ये? चलो. Next we have the agranulocyte. Now what is agranulocyte? Agranulocytes are those types of WBCs which do not have any types of granules in their what? In their cytoplasm. Okay. Example is what? Example is monocytes and lymphocytes. Okay. Example is what? Monocytes and lymphocytes. Now see, let us talk about the functions of the monocytes and lymphocytes. Let's talk about the functions of the monocytes and lymphocytes. See, monocytes do what? Monocytes forms macrophages. What, sir? See, when this is your blood vessel, okay? This is your blood vessel, and monocytes do what? Monocytes are present here, right? Monocytes are present here. Now what happens? Monocytes जो है वो blood vessels के बाहर निकल के cell में आ जाता है, and at that time we say that this is what? This is macrophage. So when monocyte is what? When monocyte is coming out from the blood towards the cell or in a tissue fluid, then that is known as what? That is known as macrophages. So I can say it forms macrophages. And what is the function of macrophage? The function of macrophage is to phagocytosis. Again the same thing, phagocytosis. Clear? Okay. Next we have the lymphocytes. So lymphocyte, we know lymphocyte is basically responsible for what? For immune response. Now sir, we have read in Human Health and Disease T lymphocyte and B lymphocyte. Yes बच्चों, यही lymphocyte की बातें हो रही है, which is T lymphocyte and B lymphocyte. Okay, चलो. Now let us understand this T lymphocytes and B lymphocyte थोड़ा सा. T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes थोड़ा सा. Let us understand. So T lymphocyte helps in what? Cell mediated immunity. T lymphocytes helps in what? Cell mediated immunity. Yes or no? T lymphocytes helps in what? CMI, cell mediated immunity. and B lymphocytes helps in what? B lymphocytes helps in humoral immunity. Yes or no? Humoral immunity. Clear to everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no, bachcho? Let me know if you have any doubts. Let me know if you have any doubts, bachcho. Let me know if you have any doubts. Okay? Chalo. Now one more thing. If I talk about these things, why we are calling it as neutrophils, why we are calling it as eosinophils, and why we are calling it as basophils. So see, whenever you see a cell ना, जब कभी भी हम कोई सेल को देखते हैं, तो what we do is that we stain these cells. Okay, what we do, we stain these cells, and to stain the cells, when we are using the acidic dye, then this eosinophil is visible. So that's why we are calling it as eosinophils, because it is colored by the acidic dye. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. And then if I talk about the Satyam, if you have come here for time pass, then you can go, right? Then if I talk about the A granulocyte, then if I talk about the basophil, bachcho. So for basophil, what we can do, this basophil is basically getting stained from basic dye, stained from basic dye. Clear to everyone? Any doubts anywhere? Okay, great बच्चों, great. चलो okay. Now let's move on and let us talk about why my screen is like this. बच्चों, एक सेकेंड रुक जाओगे क्या? One second. क्या हो गया स्क्रीन को? क्या हो गया? What happened? Yes. चलो. So we talked about the eosinophils and we talked about the basophils, right? Clear? चलो. So everything we have talked. Now it is the time for the platelets. Yes or no? It is the time for the platelets. Now guys, what is the another name for platelets? बच्चों? Anyone in the comment section? Another name for platelets. So the another name for platelet is the thrombocyte. So can I say that it is also known as thrombocyte. It is also known as thrombocytes. Okay, clear? Yes. Okay. Now, acha, one more thing, bachcho, one more thing. This thrombocyte is made from where? This thrombocyte, exactly, Roy. This thrombocyte is made from the megakaryotic cell. It is made from the megakaryotic cell. Now, sir, what is this megakaryotic cell? So, see here, in our red bone marrow, what happens? There is a cell which is formed, which is known as megakaryotes. Okay, yes or no? And from this cell undergoes fragmentation. If this is a megakaryote, इसके बहुत सारे fragments होते हैं, and each fragments gives rise to what? Give rise to the platelets. इसी को हम क्या बोलते? Platelets. Okay, it is formed where? Red bone marrow. Clear to everyone? Said Roy. Yes, bone marrow. I by mistakenly wrote RBC. Bone marrow. Clear? Okay, great. Chalo. Very nice. Let's move forward now. Okay. One second, bachcho. Yes. Chalo. So till here we have discussed, right? Now what is the function of the thrombocytes? What is the function of the platelets? कुछ तो function होगा ना? Function will be there. So let's see here. If I talk about the functions of the platelets, So the function of the platelets is what? It helps in coagulation of blood. Yes or no? It helps in blood coagulation. Helps in blood coagulation. Blood coagulation. Right? Okay? Chal. Yes, yes. Sorry, I wrote, yes, coagulation, blood clotting, okay? Yes? Chalo, great. So see, coagulation of blood and blood clotting, how it happens. Suppose that we have what? Injured tissue, okay? We have an injured tissue, bachcho. We have an injured tissue, clear? Injured tissue, right? Yes. So if I talk about this injured tissue, so what is going to do? What is going to this injured tissue is going to release some of the factors, okay? Release some of the factors which is known as tissue factor, okay? Tissue factor. And from this, what is gonna happen? From this prothrombinase will be activated. From this prothrombinase will be activated. Hi Shivesh, how are you? From this prothrombinase will be activated. Okay, yes or no? Clear to everyone? Clear? See, now here in our blood we have calcium ions. So with the help of this thing, prothrombinase, with the help of this enzyme prothrombinase and calcium ions, what will happen in the blood? Prothrombin will be converted into thrombin with the help thrombin, okay? Thrombin, okay? Yes or no? Which enzyme? Thrombokinase and all. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so first step, what happened? First step, prothrombinase is there. In presence of prothrombinase, prothrombin converted into thrombin. Yes. Okay, now this thrombin will do what? This thrombin will, as the fibrinogen to get convert into fibrin. Yes or no? Yes. And this fibrin is going to do what? This fibrin is going to make a mesh-like structure. And whenever this mesh-like structure is created, a clot is formed. So, but so can I say that if this clot is what? This clot is basically what? This clot is basically formed by with the help of the fibrin and the platelets. Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear? Hi Gandharva, how are you? Is it clear? Chalo, great. So now what we have done, we have completed the cellular part, and after this what we are going to do is that we are going to talk about the blood groups. Blood groups ke baad we are going to talk about the human circulatory system, and after that we are going to talk about the disorders, okay? So in 1.5 hours we can easily complete this chapter, okay? Chalo. So if you are here to complete this chapter, stay with me, and it's my promise that you won't have any kinds of doubts, okay, at the end of the session. Blood group, okay. How many types of blood groups do we have, sir? We have A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive and O negative, right? Okay, chalo. So let's forget about positive and negative first. Let us talk about the A, B, C and D, okay? A, B, C and D. Okay, Gandharv, in which class you are in? You are in which class, Gandharv? So let's have A, B, C and D. Now see here, I'll give you an example. Suppose that you have a notebook, okay? And if I ask you how you can see that, like how I can know that is your notebook. मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि that's your notebook? So sir, nameplate, yes or no? You can see the nameplate, and if in the nameplate my name is written or your name is written, that notebooks will belong to you, right? In a similar manner, bachcho, this antigen is what? This antigen is the nameplate. This antigen is what? This 12th. Okay, great. This antigen is what? This antigen is the nameplate of the RBC. This antigen is the nameplate of the RBC. So see here, this is what this blood group is A. How we knew that this blood group is A? Because it is having antigen A. Okay, because it is having antigen A. Sir, what is antigen? See, there is what, this is the RBC, let's suppose, and on the RBC, antigen is present like this. Antigen is what? It is a type of protein. Antigen is what? It is a type of protein. So now tell me, if I talk about the B blood group, so what kind of antigen should be present? What kind of antigen should be present? So the antigen which should be present will be what? Which it should be B. It should be B. Yes or no? If I, why I have written C and D, bachcho? Oh my god, just one second. Just one second. A, B and O. Okay. Now if I talk about the AB, if I talk about the blood group AB, so antigen will be what? What will be the name? What will be the name here? AB name hoga. If I talk about the O, if I talk about the O means what? Nothing. O means what? वो copy किसी का नहीं है. So no name, that means no antigen. No name, that means no antigen. Okay, clear? Okay, now let's talk about the antibodies. Let's talk about the antibodies. So see here, if A is there, तो A का दुश्मन खुद A तो नहीं होगा. A का दुश्मन तो खुद A नहीं होगा. तुम खुद के दुश्मन तो नहीं हो सकते. You can't be your own enemy. So what will be the antibodies? What will be the antibodies in blood group A? The antibodies will be what? It will be B. It will be B. Okay. Here also, see, the blood group is B. So antigen, खुद का नाम क्या है B? तो खुद ही से तो दुश्मनी नहीं होगा ना उसको. दुश्मनी किससे होगा? A से. दुश्मनी किससे होगा बच्चों? A से. Yes or no? Yes. Now see here, if I talk about the AB, so see, इसको इससे सबसे दोस्ती है. ये किसी से दुश्मनी कर ही नहीं सकता. क्यों? क्योंकि इसके पास A भी है, इसके पास B भी है. तो ये अपना ही नाम से तो दुश्मनी नहीं कर सकता. Now nothing is left. So इसके पास कोई भी दुश्मन नहीं होगा. Now if I talk about the O, इसके पास नाम ही नहीं है. बेनाम इंसान है ये. ये क्या है? बेनाम इंसान है. तो अगर ये बेनाम इंसान है तो इसके पास सब सारे दुश्मन होंगे. इसको कोई जानता ही नहीं. सब इसके दुश्मन. Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear to everyone? I think so. This way you can learn. Roy, Shivesh, let me know. Let me know in the comment section, बच्चों. Great, great. चलो. If you have any doubts, let me know. है ना? कोई भी doubts हो पूछ लेना मुझसे. चलो. Now let's move on and let us talk about the donor and recipient. Okay, let us talk about the donor and recipient. So see here, we have A, we have B, we have O, and we have AB. Yes or no? So see, A जो है blood group A can donate a blood to A only. अगर मान लो मेरा नाम हर्ष है तो suppose that इस RBC का नाम A है तो ये A RBC वाले को दे सकता है. Yes or no? No problem in that. This B can donate to B. This AB can donate to AB. This O can donate to AB. This is the foremost clear. Yes, Roy, please let me know. If you have a doubt, please let me know. Okay, this is so very clear, right? But A can't give to B. A can't give to B. Why, sir? Because in B, what is happening? In B, there is the antibody of A. Why is anti-B and anti-A? See, anti is a short form of antibodies. Anti is the short form of antibodies, Roy. Okay? Anti is the short form of antibodies. Antibodies B, antibodies A. Clear? Clear, Roy? Is it clear? Chalo. Great, great. Chalo. Now see here. Now see here, बच्चों. So A जो है वो B को blood नहीं दे सकता. Why? Because in B what is happening? Antibodies of A is present. Yes or no? Antibody of A is present. So when if suppose we gave the blood of A to a person having B, what will happen? Agglutination reaction will take place. Agglutination reaction will take place and blood will get clot and the person will RIP. And the person will RIP. Clear? Person क्या हो जाएगा? ऊपर चला जाएगा. That's why That's why we can't give the blood, A can't give the blood to B or B can't give the blood to A. Okay? Yes or no? Yes. Now let's talk about the concept of the universal donor. Who is the universal donor? O is the universal donor. O क्या कर सकता है? O सब कोई को दे सकता. O सब कोई को दे सकता. How sir? Why? How is it even possible? How is it even possible? So see here बच्चों, I'll explain you. A, B, O, A, B. Okay. I said that O has no name. Okay. I said that O has no name. So O cannot be recognized by anyone. O cannot be recognized by anyone. Why? It has no antigen. तो O क्या है? किसी के बॉडी में भी घुसा दो, किसी के थैंक यू सो मच, किसी के बॉडी में भी घुसा दो, उनको पता ही नहीं चलेगी कौन सा ब्लड ग्रुप आया, बिकॉज इट हैज नो एंटीजन. सो दैट्स व्हाई एंटीबॉडी और एंटीजन का रिएक्शन ही नहीं होगा. सो ओ विल गिव ब्लड टू एवरीवन. ओ विल गिव ब्लड टू एनीवन. यूनिवर्सल डोनर. ओके. ओ विल गिव ब्लड टू everyone. Clear to? This is clear? This is clear? O can give blood to everyone. Okay. Now, sir, this AB is what? This AB is universal recipient. This AB is universal recipient. Why, sir? Why is it? See. 1 second. बच्चों मैं गलत लिख दिया. Universal donor. Universal donor. Okay. Why AB is universal recipient? See. AB has what? No antibodies. कोई एंटीबॉडी नहीं है, तो तुम AB में कुछ भी दे दो, AB उसको मार नहीं पाएगा. AB को कुछ भी दे दो, उसको AB मार नहीं पाएगा. तो दैट्स वाई AB वाले सबसे ब्लड ले सकते हैं. AB वाले सबसे ब्लड ले सकते हैं. क्लियर टू एवरीवन? Clear to everyone? Let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts in this thing. If you have any doubts in this thing. AB is a universal recipient. Okay. AB is a universal recipient. Chalo. Great. Great. Gandharv, any doubts? Shivesh, any doubts? Okay. Great. Great. Chalo. Now, let's talk about the RH factor. Okay. Y positive, Y negative. Thank you, Shivesh. Thanks a lot. Y RH, Y positive, Y negative. So see here. If suppose that this RH antigen represents what? This RH antigen was an antigen which was present in the rhesus monkey. Okay. It was present in the good rhesus monkey, right? You can give me 1 hour na, 1 घंटा में खत्म करवा दूंगा chapter. Will that be fine, बच्चों? Okay. So RH factor will be what? RH factor was present in the rhesus monkey. So if it is present in our RBC, if it is present in our RBC, so we will be positive, and if it is not present, we will be negative. Okay? Yes or no? Clear? Great. Great. Chalo. Now see here. Now see here. Next, there is a very famous case of erythroblastosis fetalis. Do you know about this? ये जानते हो क्या बच्चों? एरिथ्रोब्लास्टोसिस, एरिथ्रोब्लास्टोसिस फीटालिस. एरिथ्रोब्लास्टोसिस, देख रहे हो मैं स्पेलिंग गलत लिख रहा हूं. एरिथ्रोब्लास्टोसिस फीटालिस. What is it? What is it? Let's suppose that you are B positive. I'm also B positive, Roy. Gandhar, what's your blood group? Shivesh, what's your blood group? What's your blood group? Everyone. चलो blood group बताओ मुझे. Shivesh says AB positive. Okay. चलो चलो. Erythroblastosis fetalis. Yes, during pregnancy. Basically not during pregnancy, Roy. We should say after first pregnancy, right? So see what happens na. मजे मजे में people have done the wedding. Okay. So wife was what? Let's suppose that wife is RH negative. Okay. Wife is RH negative, or I should say mother is RH negative. Okay. Maybe A negative, B negative, AB negative, O negative, and what? And the father is positive. And the father is positive. Okay. RH positive. Yes, exactly. Very good. Father is RH positive, right? Now, they got married and they got pregnant. Okay, they got pregnant. So first time, that means first child will have no problem. First child, no problem. Gandharv also B positive. सब B positive है क्या यहाँ पे? चलो, I also have B positive. चलो, give me a high five. So if I talk about the first child, no problem. But during the delivery of the first child, what happens? What happens? There is the rupture of walls. There is the rupture of mother blood vessels and all, and there is a leakage of blood from the baby also, placenta also. So what happens? Mother and the fetus blood is mixed. Mother and the fetus blood is mixed. So now what happens? Now what happens if they are going to have the second child? If they are going to have the second child, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? The second child's RBC will be destroyed. The second child's RBC will be destroyed by the mother. Will be destroyed by the mother. Yes or no? And the fetal will be what? The fetus, the second child will be what? Anemic. Anemic means it is going to have red blood cells. It will have jaundice. It will have jaundice, and chances of survival is very less. Chances of survival is very less. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Very less बच्चों, बहुत ही कम चांस रहता है कि ऐसे बच्चे बच पाएं. So what to do, sir? There is an injection which we can give to the mother right after the delivery. Right after the delivery. Okay, and that can save this erythroblastosis fetalis. Okay, from that erythroblastosis fetalis can be saved. Clear to everyone? Okay, chalo, great. Great. Injection is what? RH antibodies. What we can give? We can inject RH antibodies. Okay, RH antibodies, if you are gonna inject, then what is going to happen? What is going to happen? The erythroblastosis fetalis can be prevented. Okay, clear to everyone? Chalo, let me know if you have any doubts, bachcho. Let me know if you have any doubts. One part of this chapter is completed. Now we are going to talk about the circulatory system. Now we are going to talk about the circulatory system. No doubts? No doubts, bachcho? Chalo, great. If there is no doubts, let's move on. Okay, Shivesh, good. Chalo. Now let's talk about the human circulatory system. So in human circulatory system, what are the organs we have? What things we have, sir? In human circulatory system, if you are attending my the class, my class for the very first time, subscribe to this channel. We are running a one-shot series in this channel. Tomorrow we are going to do excretion. Tomorrow we are going to do excretion. Okay. Okay. So now human circulatory system. If I talk about the human circulatory system, bachcho, so what is about it? It is made up of heart. Yes, obviously. And then what? Okay, VIR 87 genetics. I will do one shot. कब करवाऊं बताओ? VIR कब करवाऊं? कल को छोड़ के. On Monday should we do? Monday करवा देता हूं. चलो. On Monday I will do the one shot of genetics. Okay? चलो. पहले we are finishing the human physiology and after that genetics. Now we have this heart. After heart, what do we have? We have the blood vessels. Yes or no? Blood vessels है हमारे circulatory system में. Without blood vessels, our circulatory system will be what? Will be what? Incomplete. Blood vessels. Yes. So first of all, we will read about the heart, and after that, we will read about the blood vessels. Okay? चलो. चलो. हम ये वाली हार्ट के बारे में बिल्कुल बातें नहीं करेंगे. हम ओरिजिनल हार्ट के बारे में बात करेंगे. Yes or no? So heart is what? Heart is, yes, heart is what? Heart is mesodermally originated. Heart का origin कहाँ से हुआ? See, there are three layers. Yes or no? Ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Yes or no? Embryonic layer. जब हम बनते हैं, if you have read the human reproductive system, in that there is the formation of 3 germ layers, and each germ layer give rise to some organ system, right? So from where this heart has been originated? Heart has been originated from the mesoderm, okay? Mesoderm. So origin of heart is mesoderm, okay? Origin of heart is mesoderm. Clear? चलो, okay. Where it is situated, बच्चों तुम्हारा दिल कहाँ है? Yes, arteries, veins and capillaries. Very good, Gandhar. Very good. तुम्हारा दिल कहाँ है? Sir, यहाँ. Thoracic cavity. Where? Present in thoracic cavity. Present in. Guys, do you need the notes of this? Thoracic cavity. Present in thoracic cavity. Okay. कहाँ? कहाँ? Between the lungs. Where it is present? Between the lungs. Yes or no? Between the lungs. And do you know that our heart is what? Tilted towards the left. Heart is tilted towards the left. Okay. Tilted. Yes, exactly, Roy. Tilted towards the left. Okay. Tilted towards the left. Clear to everyone? Tilted towards the left. Okay. Chalo. Now see. If I talk about the heart, let's suppose this is our heart, just for an example abhi ke liye, okay? Let's suppose this is our heart, okay? Arteria, ventricles we have, right? So this heart is what? This heart is protected by 2 layers. This heart is protected by 2 layers. What kind of 2 layers, sir? Which 2 layers? We have one layer which is known as what? Which is known as pericardium, outer pericardium and inner pericardium. Outer pericardium and inner pericardium, okay? Outer pericardium and inner pericardium. And guys, if I talk about the fluid present in between them, and the fluid present in between them is what? It is pericardial fluid. It is pericardial fluid. Just in lungs, जैसा हमने देखा था ना lungs में, बिल्कुल वैसा ही. क्या है? Pericardial fluid present है. Clear? Okay, great. What is the size of our heart? This fist shape, fist size, okay? Size of a fist. Clear? Okay. Chalo. Now let us talk about the structure of the heart, bachcho. Let us talk about the structure of the heart. Okay. See here. So we are going to make 4 chambers. Okay, we are going to make 4 chambers first of all. Just one second. Just a second, bachcho. I will make this thing. Chalo. Okay. Let's suppose this is our heart. And heart is having what, sir? Heart is having 4 chambers. Yes or no? Let's divide them. Let us divide them. 4 chambers में इसको पहले divide कर लेते हैं. पहले बहुत easy diagram से समझते, फिर complex diagram. Fist means मुट्ठी. Roy, fist means मुट्ठी. Okay? पहले बहुत easy diagram से समझते, फिर जाते complex diagram पे. Okay? First of all, let us understand with the easy diagram, and then we are gonna talk about the complex diagram. Okay? Chalo. One second, bachcho. I'll just put the charger. Yes, chalo. Now it's fine. See here. This is our heart. Okay, this is our heart. Now, put your finger like this. Put your finger like this and keep it here. And how we are observing your heart? We are just taking out your heart like this, and we are observing like this. Okay, right? So suppose that this is your right part. This is your right part. But when you are taking your heart like this and you are keeping it right like this, so this becomes the right part. So here we have right auricle and right ventricle, and here we have left auricle and left ventricle. So now I hope that this is clear, that why do we call right part the left and left part the right? Because we are viewing what? We are taking the heart like this and we are keeping it like this and then we are seeing. Okay, so we are taking the heart like this. This was the right part. Right now this is the right part, but ऐसे निकाल के इसको घुमा के रख रहे हैं, तो ये पार्ट कौन सा हो जाएगा? ये पार्ट हो जाएगा राइट पार्ट. इज इट क्लियर? Pleural fluid is present in lungs. Yes, Gandharv. Yes. Pericardial fluid is present in heart. Okay. Chalo. Great. Now see. After this, let us see how many blood vessels enters and goes out. Okay. After this, let us see how many blood vessels enters and goes out. So, sir, superior vena cava comes. Okay. Once again, bacha. I'm drawing another diagram. Okay. One concept we will clear. Okay, chalo. So this was what? This was the heart we saw, right? This was the right auricle and this was the right ventricle. This was the left auricle and this was the left ventricle. Yes, chalo, great. Now see. What's happening is that there are some blood vessels coming on. So see here. From head, there will be a blood vessel coming to the heart and that blood vessel will be known as superior vena cava. And kahan khulega? It will open into right auricle. Okay, this is known as superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. Okay, now see, another blood vessel from the down part is gonna come. ये कहाँ से आ रहा है? Upper part. Okay. Another blood vessel is coming from the down part and it is opening into right auricle, which is known as inferior vena cava. Okay. Inferior vena cava. Clear? Right. Now, blood यहाँ आया है, तो अब right auricle से किधर को जाएगा? It will move towards the right ventricle. Yes or no? It will move towards the right ventricle. So between the right auricle and right ventricle, there should be what? There should be a pore and that pore is guided by tricuspid valve. That pore is guided by tricuspid valve. Okay? Tricuspid valve. Clear? Yes or no? Now, from the right ventricle, the blood ko heart se bahar nikalna, we have to take the blood out from the heart. So from the right ventricle, what is going to happen? The another blood vessels will originate. What kind? Sir, this blood vessel will be known as pulmonary artery. Pulmonary. दिख रहा है ना बच्चों? दिख रहा है ना डायग्राम? में थोड़ा साइड हो जाता हूँ बच्चों. Okay, this is the pulmonary artery. Right? चलो, फंक्शंस सबके बाद में देखेंगे. कहाँ ले जा रहा ये पल्मोनरी? लंग्स से हार्ट से ब्लड को कहाँ ले जा रहा? लंग्स में. कहाँ ले जा रहा ब्लड? लंग्स में. ओके, नाउ here we have what? Here we have the left auricle. Now see, in left auricle what is gonna happen? Opening of pulmonary vein. Yes or no? Opening of pulmonary vein. Clear? Pulmonary vein will open and again the blood from the pulmonary vein coming from where? From the lungs. Yes or no? Lungs से blood आ रहा है pulmonary vein के through. कहाँ open हो रहा? Left auricle. Yes or no? Yes. Now between the left auricle and the left ventricle, again there will be a pore and that pore will be guided by what? That pore will be guided by the bicuspid valve. Okay? Bicuspid valve. Clear to everyone? Any doubts, bachcho? Any doubts? Let me know. Okay? Great. If you don't have any doubts, that's great. चलो, that is pulmonary. इतने क्लियर हो गई? इतनी चीजें क्लियर हो गई क्या? Yes. Now let's move on and let us talk about some other structures. Now थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स करूं अब डायग्राम को. ग्रेट, थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स करते डायग्राम को. ओके चलो. सो दिस इज व्हाट, this is the heart. Okay, this is the kind of original shape of the heart. So in the upper part, what we are gonna have, in the upper part we are going to have the auricles. And see बच्चों, auricles are small. Auricles क्या होते हैं? Auricles are small. Okay, this is the right auricle and this is the left auricle. Sorry, yes, left auricle. Okay, ventricles are very big. Ventricles are big. So let me draw the ventricles here. This is the ventricle. Okay, this is the ventricle. Clear? Chalo. So now see here, this is what, this is the right ventricle. So yes, and this is the left ventricle. Right? Now can you see this? Can you see this? There is what? There is gap between, there is gap between right auricle and left auricle. Yes or no? There is gap between right auricle and, one second, I'll change the color. There is a gap between right auricle and left auricle. Yes or no? This is known as what? This is known as interarterial septum. Why, sir? Because it is separating two arteries. It is known as interarterial septum. Okay, yes. Now next we have what? This part. This part is known as what? This part is known as this part is known as interventricular septum. इसको क्या बोलेंगे? Interventricular septum. Interventricular septum. Clear? Yes, exactly. Septum. मेरी is this, मैं इधर हो जाऊं क्या? तुम लोगों को पूरा दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? बताना मुझे एक बार. चलो. Okay. Now see बच्चों. Now see what's happening here. और क्या है? और क्या बताओ? ये देख रहे हो? ये भी तो गैपिंग है. Here also we have some gappings, right? This and this. So this gapping will be known as what? This will be known as arterioventricular septum. This gap will be known as what? Arterioventricular septum. Arterioventricular septum. Clear? Okay, right? Chalo, great. Now see here, the walls, this is what? The walls of arteries, the walls of auricles are thin. The walls of auricles are thin walls. And if I talk about the walls of ventricles, bachcho, walls of ventricles are thick. Walls of ventricles are thick. Okay, and if I talk about the thickest wall, bachcho, so the thickest wall will be having what? The thickest wall will be of left ventricle. Why? Can you know in the comment section? Can you tell me in the comment section? The thickest wall is of what? The thickest wall is of left ventricle. Why, sir? Because it has to send the blood to all over the body. It has to send the blood to all over the body. Through what? Through the aorta. Through the aorta. किससे भेजेगा पूरे बॉडी में? Aorta से. Yes or no? Clear to everyone? Great. Great. Chalo. Chalo. Badhiya. Okay. Now see, I'm gonna tell you some more things. Here we had what? Here you remembered we had this thing which is tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve, right? So इसको खोलता कौन है? खोलने में कौन हेल्प करता? इसको खोलने में हेल्प करता कॉर्डे टेंडिनी. इसको खोलने में कौन हेल्प करता? कॉर्डे टेंडिनी. एक इलास्टिक टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर है जिसको हम बोलते हैं कॉर्डिनेट टेंडी. सी, जब वेंट्रिकल्स रिलैक्स होगा, तो ये खिंचाएगा और वॉल्व्स क्या हो जाएगा? खुल जाएगा. कॉर्डे टेंडिनी. ओके, टेंडिनी. क्लियर? चलो, ग्रेट. अब आ जाओ अब आ जाओ मस्कुलर टिश्यू पे। यहाँ पे कौन कौन से मसल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं? यहाँ पे कौन कौन से मसल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं बच्चों? देयर आर सम मसल्स which are known as papillary muscles. These are known as papillary muscles, and what they do, they helps in the opening and closing of the, they helps in the opening of the and the closing of the walls. They helps in the, it pumps oxy, help in pumping. हाँ, ओ आयोटा, आयोटा, यस यस। मेरे को लगा तुम कॉर्डेट टेंडिनी पंपिंग का बात कर रहे हो क्या? ओके चलो, there is little delay in the comment section na, so that's why there is this confusion. Chalo, so this is what papillary muscles, papillary muscles. Okay, yes, so most of the things we have discussed. Now what sir? Now one second, क्या हो गया? अब क्या है यहाँ पे, हम नोडल टिश्यूज के बारे में बात करेंगे. We are gonna talk about the nodal tissues. Okay, SA nodes and AV nodes and all of these things. ठीक है? What is the function of them? Anyone? Anyone? Let me know. क्या करता है ये? नोडल टिश्यू का क्या काम है? नोड्स का काम है हार्ट मसल्स को एक्साइट करना. नोड्स का काम क्या है बच्चों? हार्ट मसल्स को एक्साइट करना. सो क्या क्या नोड्स है हमारे पास, ध्यान से देखना. अगेन मैं हार्ट बना रहा हूं. I'll make the heart. I'll make the heart with the different color. Okay, chalo. Chalo. So the heart is this one. This is right auricle. Acha, artery and auricle is the same thing, na? Yes, exactly, Roy. Very good, very good. Artery and auricle is the same thing, बच्चों. कभी कंफ्यूज मत हो जाना कि आर्ट्रिया ऑरिकल क्या है. दोज आर दी सेम थिंग. सो राइट ऑरिकल एंड लेफ्ट, ओहो वन सेकेंड, yes, right auricle and left auricle, and this is what, this is right ventricle and left ventricle. Okay, right ventricle and left ventricle. Now see, there is what, there is the main person, there is the main person who is responsible for generating the impulse. First of all, what will happen? First of all, brain will send the signal. Okay, brain will send the signal and heart will start. But heart is also having the ability to generate its own impulse. Here heart is also having the ability to generate its own impulse. So our heart is what? Our heart is auto excitable. That means what? Let's suppose that if I take out the heart of a person, it will beat for some times. It will beat for some times. Why? Because SA node which is present here, SA node which is present here is what? Is responsible for the generating impulse, and it is also known as pacemaker of the heart. It is also known as pacemaker of the heart. Clear to everyone? Okay, yes, and it is the only one who decides the heartbeat. Heartbeat is what? 72 minute, 72 per minute. Our heart beats what? Our heart beats 72 times per minute. Yes or no? Okay, yes. West Bengal, Harshit. Chalo, great. So SA node we know, SA node we know. Okay, now let's talk about the AV node. Okay, after this what? After this, see here very carefully. From SA node what will happen? SA node will generate the impulse. Okay, SA node will generate the impulse, and this SA node will generate the impulse and it will reach to AV node. It will reach to AV node. Okay, now this AV node is what? This AV node, from this AV node it will go where? It will go to the bundle of his, sorry, yes, AV bundle or bundle of his. It will go where? It will go to the AV bundle or bundle of his. Okay, this is known as AV bundle or bundle of his, or bundle of his. Clear? Chalo. Yes or no? And from here what will happen? From here what will happen? It will go to Purkinje fiber. It will go to Purkinje fiber. Yes. From here it will go to Purkinje fiber. Okay. Purkinje fiber. Clear to everyone? Purkinje fiber. Right? Chalo. Sir, I am from Jharkhand, Ranchi. I am from Jharkhand, Ranchi. रॉय के बगल वाले स्टेट में. यस रॉय. चलो. Purkinje fiber. So can I say that, बच्चों? Can I say that what is happening? What is happening? First SA node is there. Yes or no? First SA node is there. What it does? It creates the maximum potential. Okay. It creates the maximum potential, which is of what? Which is of 72 per minute. Okay. Then this is what? Yes. Gandharv, I am from Jharkhand. Am I lagging, बच्चों? लैग हो रहा है क्या? मेरा बताना जरा. बच्चों लैग हो रहा हूँ क्या मैं? थोड़ा थोड़ा क्या? चेक करूं क्या मैं? चेक करूं क्या बच्चों? चलो अब ठीक है. अब ठीक है, चीजें ठीक है. चलो. सो फ्रॉम SA नोड क्या मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल जनरेट करता है? 72 पर मिनट. 72 पर मिनट. ओके. यस और नो? यस. एंड ये क्या करता है? This is the only person which initiates the rhythmic contraction. Okay. Initiates the rhythmic contraction. Initiates the rhythmic. One second, bachcho. Rhythmic contraction. Okay. Initiates the rhythmic contraction of the heart. Okay. And that's why it is also known as pacemaker or the pace setter of the heart. Pacemaker or the pace setter of the heart. Okay. Clear? चलो. अब एक बार फिर से देख लो. कहां से कहां जाता? SA नोड से कहां जा रहा है? SA नोड से जा रहा है AV नोड. AV नोड से कहां जा रहा है? Bundle of his. And from bundle of his, where it is going? It is going to Purkinje fibers. It is going to Purkinje fibers. Yes or no? And this is how the impulse travels from the SA node to the Purkinje fiber, and these impulse helps in the relaxation and the contraction of the heart. Clear to everyone? Chalo, great. Now we have done lots and lots of topics. We are very few topics away to complete the chapter. Very few topics, bachcho. 8:30 till 8:30 we will be able to finish the chapter. Till 8:30 we will be able to finish the chapter. Okay. Chalo, great. Now let's have the next topic as the cardiac cycle. Okay. Let us talk about the cardiac cycle now. ठीक है. Let us talk about the cardiac cycle, बच्चों. चलो. So if I talk about the cardiac cycle, let us start the cardiac cycle with the sometimes it's lags. Yes. Maybe it will be fine. थोड़ा सा होगा नेट का इशू. चलो आगे बढ़ूं अब. चलो. See here. If I talk about the cardiac cycle, so cardiac cycle is of total how many minutes, bachcho? How many seconds? Cardiac cycle is of only 0.48 seconds. Total how much? 0.8 seconds. In 0.8 seconds, what is happening? One cycle is getting completed, right? And in this thing, what's happening? We have divided this 0.8 second into few things. See here. So in 0.1 second, what do I say? यहाँ पे बनाता हूँ, next page पे बनाता हूँ. 1 second. See here. So this is what this circle is, the representation of 0.8 second. And in 0.8 second, 0.1 second is what? 0.1 second is arterial systole. Now what is systole and what is diastole, sir? Systole is contraction, diastole is relaxation. Systole is contraction, diastole is relaxation. Okay, so in 0.1 second what is happening? Arteries are, sorry, aorta is getting contracted. So I can say arterial systole, arterial systole. Okay, the arteries has been contracted. Okay, systole hua. So after the arteries have been contracted, what will happen guys? बताओ मुझे. जैसे ही arteries contract हुआ, क्या ट्राइकस्पिड और बाइकस्पिड वॉल्व पे प्रेशर पड़ेगा? क्या ट्राइकस्पिड और बाइकस्पिड वॉल्व पे प्रेशर पड़ेगा बच्चों? सोचो, सोचो इस चीज को, ध्यान से सोचो. क्या हुआ? आर्टरीज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहा, यस और नो? आर्टरीज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहा, तो क्या ट्राइकस्पिड और बाइकस्पिड वॉल्व के ऊपर प्रेशर पड़ेगा? ऑब्वियसली. सो व्हाट विल हैपन सर? व्हाट विल हैपन सर? व्हाट विल हैपन सर? क्लोज होगा, एवी वॉल्व क्लोज होगा या बंद होगा? बताओ मुझे, फटाफट से बताना, फटाफट से बताना क्या होगा. ओके चलो चलो मैं बताता हूं मैं, कोई बात नहीं, चलो मैं बताता हूँ. 1 सेकेंड बच्चों, 1 सेकेंड बच्चों. 1 सेकेंड. क्या हो गया बच्चों? हेलो हेलो, मेरी आवाज आ रही ना? मेरी वीडियो लैग हो रही है क्या? मुझे ऐसा लग रहा. चलो ठीक है, ठीक है, सब चीज ठीक है. चलो चलो देखो. सो अभी तक क्या हो रहा था? अभी तक क्या हो रहा था यहाँ पे? आर्टरीज आई, सॉरी आयोटा, क्या बोल रहा हूं मैं? आर्ट्रियम में क्या हुआ? सिस्टोल हुआ. आर्ट्रियम में क्या हुआ? सिस्टोल हुआ. ओके, सो ब्लड कहाँ गया? आर्टरीज से कहाँ, सॉरी आर्ट्रिया से कहाँ गया? वेंट्रिकल्स में. ओके, आर्ट्रियस से कहाँ गया? कहाँ गया? वेंट्रिकल्स में. जैसे ही वेंट्रिकल्स में ब्लड गया, जैसे ही वेंट्रिकल्स में ब्लड गया, व्हाट हैपेंड? एवी वॉल्व बंद हो गया. जैसे ही वेंट्रिकल्स में ब्लड गया, एवी, यस यस एग्जैक्टली, जैसे ही वेंट्रिकल्स में ब्लड गया, एवी वॉल्व बंद हो गया. यस और नो? आर्टेरियल सिस्टोल, सिस्टोल हुआ, वॉल्व खुला, ब्लड गया और एवी वॉल्व बंद. यस और नो? तो यहीं पे क्या आएगा? यहीं पे क्लोजर ऑफ tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Yes or no? Tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Clear? And this will give us the first heart sound, which is known as, yes, hi Sahu, how are you? This will be giving us what? First sound, which is lub sound, which is lub sound. Clear? Okay, now again just imagine this. आर्ट्रिया सिस्टोल हुआ, एवी वॉल्व खुला, ब्लड वेंट्रिकल्स के अंदर, एवी वॉल्व बंद. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन? नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन बच्चों? वेंट्रिकुलर सिस्टोल होगा. अब वेंट्रिकल सिस्टोल होगा, वेंट्रिकल सिस्टोल होगा. यस और नो? वेंट्रिकुलर सिस्टोल, ventricular systole. And this is for what? This is for about 0.4 seconds. This is, yes, exactly Sahu. This will be about 0.4 seconds. Yes or no? Yes. And where the blood will go, bachcho? From ventricle, where the blood will go? From ventricles, blood कहाँ जाएगा? ये बताओ मुझे, ये बताओ. गंधर्व, रॉय, शिवेश, ये बताओ मुझे, वेंट्रिकल से ब्लड कहां जाएगा? वेंट्रिकल से ब्लड कहां जाएगा? मुझे ये बताओ, कहां जाएगा? जल्दी 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 बताओ बच्चों. वेंट्रिकल से ब्लड जाएगा अयोटा में, अयोटा में. यस और नो? और कहां जाएगा? और कहां जाएगा? पल्मोनरी आर्टरी में. यस और नो? यस और नो? राइट. So from ventricles, blood will move to aorta and it can also move to pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Yes? Yes? Yes, Roy. Very good. Very good. Yes, very good. Aorta and pulmonary artery. Now in aorta and pulmonary artery, to prevent the backflow, what do we have? We have semilunar valves. We have semilunar valves, yes or no? Semilunar valves are present. Now, as soon as the blood has been moved towards the aorta and pulmonary artery, the semilunar valves will close. This semilunar valve will close. Okay, and when they are gonna close, dub sound will come. Dub sound will come. Clear to everyone? Yes or no, bachcho? Exactly, Sahu. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Lub dub, right? Dhak 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 nahi. Dhak 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 to Indian serials have given. Whatever it happens, dhum tanana they give, right? So original sound is lub dub. Whenever you get a chance to hear, like, obviously you are gonna be a doctor and every one of you will hear the heart sound, but अगर नीट के पहले भी तुम्हें चांस मिलता है तो किसी का स्टेथोस्कोप चोरी करके तुम सुन सकते हो हार्ट का साउंड, राइट? चलो ओके. अरे ये क्या सर? अब देखो, फॉर दिस 0.4 सेकेंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? फॉर दिस 0.4 सेकेंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? आर्टेरिया इज ऑल्सो रिलैक्सिंग, यस और नो? सिस्टॉल हुआ, सब कुछ सिकुड़ गया था अभी, राइट? नाउ व्हाट? सब कुछ रिलैक्स हो रहा है, एवरीथिंग इज गोना रिलैक्स नाउ. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग in 0.4 second, right? Arteria and ventricles, everything is relaxing. So it is known as joint diastole. It is known as joint diastole. Okay, clear to everyone? Yes, in 0.4 second. Roy, Shivesh, any doubts? Chalo, great bachcho, great. I hope that you are enjoying this session and I am able to clear all your doubts, yes or no, and all your concepts. Tomorrow we will going to do excretion. आज इसको खत्म करके you are going to revise it and then tomorrow we are going to do excretion. In 1 week we will be finishing the human physiology. And if you want to see the breathing and exchange lecture, we have done it yesterday, day before yesterday. Okay, chalo. Now let's get back to topic. See here. My question is, एक बार में blood कितना ml, एक बार में in one time heart कितना ml blood body को भेजता है? Yes, एक बार में blood कितना ml, एक बार में heart कितना ml blood body को भेजता है बच्चों? Which is 70 ml. How much? 70 ml. Okay, one cardiac cycle, in one cardiac cycle 70 ml blood is sent to the body. 70 ml blood is sent to the body. Okay, yes or no? Yes, exactly. Very good बच्चों, very good. तुम्हें तो सारी चीजें आती है. चलो, 70 ml of blood is sent to the body. And this is also known as what? There is a particular term for this. बच्चों. The term is what? The term is stroke volume. Yes or no? The term is stroke volume. Right? The term is stroke volume. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Stroke volume. Right? Okay, great. Now, there is one more term which is known as cardiac output. Yes or no? And what is this cardiac output? The cardiac output is what? एक मिनट में. What is cardiac output? चलो मुझे बताओ, तुम सारे लोग बताओ. Tell me. Cardiac output is what? Stroke volume. एक मिनट में कितना ब्लड जा रहा है? Yes or no? Cardiac output is what? In 1 minute, how much blood is moving towards the body? So, stroke volume, एक cardiac cycle हो रहा है, तो 70 ml of blood जा रहा है. In 1 minute, how many cardiac cycle takes place? In 1 minute, 72 cardiac cycle takes place, which is heartbeat. Yes or no? Yes. So, can we do 70 into 72, which will give us which will give us 5040 ml and approximately equal to 5 ml. Yes or no? Approximately equal to 5 ml. Exactly. Are Gajab, Roy, very good. Impressed, Roy, very impressed. Right? Clear? So now we have completed the cardiac cycle, and we have completed almost all the things in the cardiac cycle. Now let's talk about the double circulation here. Okay. Now let us talk about the double circulation. A very small and important topic. Double circulation. Let us talk about the double circulation here. What is this double circulation, sir? A very easy topic. What is happening? What is happening if I talk about where the blood is being entered? Sir, the blood is being entered into superior vena cava. चलो मैं बना देता हूँ यहाँ पे. This is the heart. Let us suppose. Let's suppose this is the heart. Okay. Blood is entering where? Blood is entering from the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. This superior vena cava and inferior vena cava contains what? मैंने उल्टा बना दिया, रुक जाओ. This superior vena cava and inferior vena cava contains what? Sir, this superior vena cava and inferior vena cava contains deoxygenated blood. Why? They are the veins. They are coming from the lower and the upper part of the body. ऊपर से superior, नीचे से inferior. Okay, chalo, great. Now it is entering where? It is entering into the right auricle. From the right auricle, it is going to the right ventricle, and from the right ventricle, sir, they are going to the right. They are going to the pulmonary. Through the pulmonary artery, it is going to what? It is going to the lungs, right? But my question is, what does this blood contains? Deoxygenated. Exactly, deoxygenated. But why we have told it as pulmonary artery, bachcho? So the definition for the artery is the blood vessels organizing from the heart. Artery is what? Artery is the blood vessels. Yes, very good. So arteries is known as what? Arteries are those blood vessels. Those, इसके बाद ECG करेंगे हम. Okay, ये it's a very easy topic. So जल्दी करके let's go to the ECG. So blood vessels originating from the heart. Okay, originating from the heart or any organ. Okay. What is vessels, sir? Vein, sir. Vein is blood vessel terminating in the heart or any organ. This is the proper definition of the arteries and vein. This is the proper definition of the arteries and vein, right? Chalo. Now what, sir? Now the blood is coming from the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava and entering into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, through the pulmonary artery, it goes to the lungs. And from the lungs, what is happening? From the lungs, bachcho, pulmonary vein is originating. Yes or no? Sorry, yes, pulmonary vein is originating. See, what is happening? What is coming? Pulmonary vein is coming, right? Pulmonary vein is coming. Now, this pulmonary vein will be what? This pulmonary vein will be containing oxygenated blood, and then it is going to the left atrium. From the left atrium, it is going towards the left ventricle through the aorta. Aorta से कहाँ? पूरे body में. Yes or no? Aorta से कहाँ? पूरे body में. Clear? This is the double circulation. And why it is double circulation? See, एक बार blood heart से चला गया. It went out from the heart. But again it came into the heart and then it went to the body. This is known as double circulation. Clear? And this right part is known as what? This right part is known as pulmonary circulation, and the left part is known as systemic circulation. And pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation combinedly known as double circulation, as said by the Sahu. Okay. So what's your first name? I'm unable to pronounce. 1 second, I'll check. Your name is Man Bahal. Is that so? Sania, how are you? Did I pronounce your name correctly? थोड़ा सा लैग हो रहा, थोड़ा सा लैग हो रहा, बट डोंट वरी, इट विल बी फाइन, बट डोंट वरी बच्चों, इट विल बी फाइन. ओके, चलो, ग्रेट ग्रेट. नाउ आई थिंक सो इट्स ओके. नाउ आई थिंक सो इट्स ओके. इतनी बातें समझ में आ गई, इतनी बातें समझ में आ गई बच्चों. ओके, नाउ one more very small topic, which is lymphatic system, which is lymphatic system. Yes or no? Lymphatic system. So see here, what is this? Nothing, कुछ भी नहीं है ये. Let's suppose that this is your artery. Okay, this is your artery. ठीक है, रेड कलर से बना दूं क्या? चलो बना देता हूँ बच्चों, रेड कलर से बना देता हूँ. This is your artery. Unique name. Yes, it's a very unique name. This is an artery. Okay, in artery we have RBC, we have WBCs. Yes or no? Yes, RBCs, WBC, platelets, and all of these are present. Now what happens? Some of the fluid along with the WBC leaks out. Let's suppose this is artery is here, and there are some tissues present here. Okay, there are some tissues present here, and what will happen? These fluid from the blood will ooze out, and it will go into where? It will go into the, एक सेकेंड बच्चों, ये हैंग कर रहा है, थोड़ा सा रुक जाए. कहाँ कलर चेंज? अरे हो जाओ भाई, कलर चेंज हो जाओ. चलो, yes. So what will happen? Fluid will come here and it will surround these tissues, and what will it will help? It will provide the nutrition. क्या करेगा ये fluid का काम क्या? Nutrition provide करना. It will provide the nutrition, and what it will do? It will remove the waste material. Okay, remove the waste material, right? Lymph nodes, हाँ वो तो बाद में पढ़ूंगा, रुक जाओ. Remove the waste materials. Yes, lymph nodes भी पढ़ेंगे. Remove the waste materials, right? और provide immunity, right? WBC है तो immunity provide करेगा. अब क्या हुआ? अब ये क्या करेगा? अपना काम करके it will collect lymphatic capillaries, lymphatic venules it will make, it will collect, and again it will combine to the, it will be combined to what? It will be combined to the veins. Okay, and this is what lymphatic system is. Clear? Yes, Sania, how are you? कैसी हो Sania? How are you Sania? This is the lymphatic system. Clear? See, it's very easy. Now what are lymph nodes बच्चों? Lymph nodes and everything are much more detailed explained in the human health and disease, but थोड़ा सा हम यहाँ पे बात कर लेते हैं. Okay, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे हम बात कर लेते हैं. Lymph nodes are what? जैसे let's suppose tonsils. Okay, let's suppose tonsils we have. Okay, बहुत जगह पे lymph nodes होते हैं. Here what is happening? Here basically amount of WBC is more, and it is helping in providing the it is helping in providing the immunity. Okay, chalo, great. So now I think so I have completed lots and lots of things. Now only ECG and disorders has been left. Yes or no? Lumpy nodes. What is lumpy nodes? Lumpy, bumpy, Humpty, Sharma, Humpty Dumpty, bro. Chalo. Okay, let's move on. We have this electrocardiograph. Sir, this electrocardiograph is the name of what? It is the name of a machine. Yes or no? And on paper which you say, and this machine produces what? This machine produces this type of thing, right? And this is known as electrocardiogram. यहाँ उल्टा है, ग्राफ को ग्राम बोल रहे, ग्राम को ग्राफ बोल रहे, राइट? electrocardiogram. Okay, electrocardiogram. Clear? Any doubts? Yes, ECG, exactly. Okay, AVN, AVN बताया ना साहू, AVN बताया ना, AV node, SA node, hepatic portal system. Okay, okay, I will explain. I will explain, Roy. Hepatic portal system, I will explain. 1 second, bachcho. 1 second. Let me check in the NCERT if I have left something else. Anything else, bachcho, you want me to explain? Anything else you want me to explain? Let me check once if I have left anything. Chalo. Coagulation we have done, human circulatory system, cardiac cycle we have done, and double circulation we have done, disorders. Okay, okay. मैं बता दूंगा. Hepatic portal system मैं बता दूंगा. चलो ECG complete करके मैं बताता हूँ. ठीक है? चलो. Okay. Now see here. If I talk about the electrocardiograph is a machine, and electrocardiogram is what? It is a graph. Okay? Chalo. So see here. What is basically this? Cardiac cycle को when we are representing in the form of graph, it is known as electrocardiograph. ठीक है? चलो. How to check this? How to obtain this? So see here. What we do is that we सबसे पहले we put a gel. कहाँ जेल लगाएंगे? रिस्ट में दोनों रिस्ट में जेल लगाएंगे और एक लेफ्ट एंकल पे. कहाँ रिस्ट पे और लेफ्ट एंकल पे और कुछ यहाँ चेस्ट पे. ओके, जेल लगा लिया. सेकेंड स्टेप व्हाट वी विल डू इज दैट लीड्स. They are known as leads. Okay, they are फिल्मों में देखोगे, in movies you might have seen. SAN is Sahu, SAN, you want me to explain it again? SAN मैं समझ नहीं पाया साहू. Can you let me know? SAN में समझ नहीं पाया. चलो, leads are what? Leads are attached to one in each wrist. Okay, and one in ankle. Which ankle? Left ankle. One in left ankle, and the other one is in some areas of heart. Okay, or I should say area of chest where heart is present, near heart. Okay, chalo. Now what we are going to get? We are going to get the graph. How graph, sir? कैसे ग्राफ मिलेगा? देखो बच्चों, ग्राफ कुछ ऐसा मिलता है तुम्हें. 1 second. टड़ंग 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 टड़ंग. Yes or no? This is the graph which you are getting. Okay, chalo. Now be very serious and listen to me very carefully. This is known as P wave. This is known as QRS complex, and this is known as T wave. Okay, chalo. So see here, P wave is what? At this point, what is happening, bachcho? The signal is generated. P point पे what is happening? Signal is generated. Okay, कौन सा signal, sir? Signal for arterial contraction. Signal for arterial contraction. Okay, signal for arterial contraction. Clear? Okay, ये depolarization भी बोल सकते हो. क्या बोल सकते हो? Depolarization or depolarization. Okay, so this P wave is what? This P wave is basically not showing you that arteries contract हो गए. Arteries not बच्चों, arteria contract हो गए. This P wave is not showing that arteria is contracted. No, the P wave is showing that the signal for the contraction of arteria has been generated, and this, as soon as this signal has been generated, this represents what? This represents that signal has been generated. आर्टेरिया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कब तक होते रहेगा? यहां तक आर्टेरिया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होते रहेगा. यहां तक आर्टेरिया विल बी कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग. ओके एवरीवन, यहां तक आर्टेरिया विल बी कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग. क्लियर? ओके, चलो, now this is what, next is QRS complex, next is QRS complex, QRS complex. Okay, now this QRS complex do what? This QRS complex is basically depolarization of ventricles. See, तुम्हें अगर repolarization, depolarization, polarization word नहीं समझ में आए ना, तो तुम what you do? You learn it like this. जहां जहां contraction आएगा, wherever contraction is there, we will be having depolarization. Okay, wherever contraction will be there, we will be having depolarization. Okay, everyone. So see, here also signal for arterial contraction, P wave, signal for arterial contraction के लिए सिग्नल गया, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं हुआ है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तो ये यहां पे हो रहा. Okay, now in QRS what is happening? In QRS, depolarization of ventricles, that means ventricles will contract, signal for ventricles contraction has been generated. Yes or no? Yes or no? और ये ventricles कब तक contract होते रहेगा सर? See, P wave represents the SAN signal. Yes, 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 we can say that. We can say that. Chalo. Chalo. Now see, the ventricles will contract till when? Till the end of the T wave. यहाँ से signal start हुआ और यहाँ से लेके till the end of the T wave तक ventricles will contract only. Ventricles will contract only. Okay? Yes or no? Ventricle contraction T wave खत्म होने के बाद होगा. That's why there is a line in NCERT. That's why there is a line in NCERT that the end of T wave marks the end of systole. The end of T wave marks the end of systole. I don't think so that it will be visible or not, bachcho. But I have old NCERT, and if you will see the paragraph above the double circulation, the last above the double circulation के बाद एक और paragraph का last line, if you are gonna see, it says that the end of T wave marks the end of the systole. That means systole is what? Systole is extended till here, okay? But sir, now what does the T wave? Yes, what does this T wave represents? What does this T wave represent, sir? The T wave represents the repolarization of ventricles. That means the ventricles are now back to the normal state. Okay, T wave represents what? T wave represents repolarization of ventricles. Now ventricles will get back into the normal position, and after that what? After that again P wave, arteries contract, ventricles normal, and again this cycle will continue. Clear? Okay, chalo. And this region represents what? This region represents the arterial repolarization. Okay, arterial repolarization. Clear to everyone? Yes or no? Is that line clear बच्चों? NCERT की वो line clear होना बहुत जरूरी है. Yes? Okay, great. चलो. Now, अच्छा, if I am talking about QRS complex, so let's suppose that there is a long ECG. Okay, normally ECG will be like this. Yes or no? ECG will be like this. So how we can say, sir, how much heartbeat is there? So by counting this QRS complex, this QRS complex represents one heartbeat. This QRS complex represents the one heartbeat. Okay, and if suppose there is any deviation, let's suppose QRS complex बड़ा हो गया या छोटा हो गया, या कुछ भी हो गया. So what it represents? It represents the abnormalities in the heart. Clear? Okay, chalo, great. Now see here. Let us talk about the heart rate. After this, bachcho, we will just have 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes the chapter will be over. Okay, in 10 minutes the chapter will be over. So if I talk about the heart rate, what is heart rate? Or I should say factors affecting heart rate. Chalo, factors affecting heart rate. Okay, factors affecting heart rate. ठीक है, चलो. So let's suppose that there are two types of neural system in our body, yes or no, which is parasympathetic and the other one is sympathetic. Parasympathetic and sympathetic, yes or no? So if I talk about the parasympathetic, para is what? Para is pyara. Okay, para is what? Para is pyara. And the person who loves us more, he or she is always afraid that कहीं इसको कुछ हो ना जाए, कहीं इसको चोट ना लग जाए. तो parasympathetic will be what? Always decrease the heart rate. Okay, always decrease the heart rate. And if I talk about the sympathetic, so it will increase the heart rate. Clear? Okay, and if suppose the heart rate is increased, what will happen? Stroke volume will also increase. And if the heart rate is decreased, stroke volume will also decrease. Yes or no? Bachcho? Chalo, great. Now let us talk about the disorders, which is the last topic. Okay, disorders of circulatory system. ठीक है, चलो. Now number one disorder is what? Let's suppose atherosclerosis. क्या देखते हैं हम? atherosclerosis देखते हैं. ओके, चलो, atherosclerosis देखे क्या? चलो, atherosclerosis. What is this atherosclerosis, guys? Anyone? So what happens when there is a deposition of calcium ions, and cholesterol where? In the coronary artery. Sir, what is coronary artery? See, we all have seen that the blood is what? Heart is pumping the blood, but heart is also a living organism, right? Living cell or living tissue. So heart also needs a blood. So heart को blood कौन provide करता? Coronary artery. In coronary artery, yes or no? My dog is also barking that. Yes, you are right. Yes, in coronary artery, yes or no? Okay. So now what? What will happen? Blockage will happen. It will create blockage and flow of blood to heart will be reduced. Flow of blood to the heart, it will be reduced. Clear? Yes, exactly. Yes. These are known as what? In NCERT, there is a term which is known as CAD, which is also known as coronary artery disease. Okay? Coronary artery disease. Clear to everyone? CAD, which is known as coronary artery disease. Okay? Chalo. Now what, bachcho? Let me once check if I have left anything in the NCERT. Abhi और disorders hai, I will teach you 1 second, but before that, I'm just checking that if I have left something in NCERT or not. We have done almost everything, bachcho. Okay? Chalo. So let's complete this. Coronary artery disease we have done. Angina and heart failure. Let's talk about the angina and heart failure. Okay? Chalo. Angina pectoris, and heart failure. These are the two diseases, and one is the hypertension. Okay, angina, heart disease, and hypertension. Angina is what? Angina is what? Acute chest pain. Acute chest pain. Why, sir? Because muscles are dying. Muscles are dying. Why, sir? Because oxygen is not reaching. Okay, so what is this? Angina is what? A से जब दर्द होता तो what we say? We say a, right? We say a. So angina is what? Pain in chest. Acute pain in chest. Angina is when दर्द होता है तो क्या बोलते हैं? आ. तो acute change, acute pain in change. अरे क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं? Acute pain in chest. Okay, acute pain in chest is the angina. Okay, angina pectoris, acute pain in chest. Why it happens? Because of less oxygen supply. Less oxygen supply to the blood. Cause of less oxygen supply to the blood to the heart. Yes, yes, acute severe, बहुत ज़्यादा और बहुत हमेशा रहता है, हमेशा it will be present. Okay, ये एंजिया पेक्टोरिस इज नॉट लाइक दैट कि अभी और अभी मर जाएगा इंसान, ऐसा नहीं होता. सो इट विल स्टार्ट, द पेन इन हार्ट विल इन चेस्ट विल स्टार्ट मे बी फॉर मंथ, 2 मंथ, 3 मंथ्स, 4 मंथ्स ऐसे. ओके ओके, एंड देन इट विल क्रिएट अ सीरियस प्रॉब्लम. now what, why it is happening? Maybe coronary artery will be blocked. Why it is happening? Blockage of coronary artery. Blockage of coronary artery. I know it's lagging little bit, right? Blockage of coronary artery. Why it takes place? Blockage of coronary artery. Okay, chalo. Now, किसमें common है? किसमें common है? It is common in mid-aged person, and old person. Okay, old person and mid-aged person में common है. Okay, next is what? Next is the heart failure. Next is the heart failure. When heart is not doing anything, heart अब काम नहीं कर रहा, not pumping the blood, not pumping the blood. Okay, heart failure, not able to pump the blood properly, not able to pump the blood properly. Okay, not able to pump the blood properly. This is known as what? Heart failure. Okay, clear? Yes or no? Okay, chalo. Great. Next is what? Cardiac arrest. Next is what? Cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest means what? Heart is stop beating. Cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest. When heart stops beating. Okay, and what is heart attack, bachcho? What is heart attack? Heart attack is, suppose that in muscles, heart muscles are not getting proper oxygen. Heart muscles not getting proper oxygen, and that's why heart attacks takes place. That's why heart attacks takes place. Any doubts anywhere? Cardiac arrest and heart attack are different thing, bachcho. Cardiac arrest and heart attack is different thing, bachcho. Okay, clear? Chalo. Heart failure is what? Heart failure, not pumping the blood effectively. Yes or no? It is also known as congestive heart failure. It is also known as congestive heart failure. Okay, congestive heart failure. Now let's talk about the hepatic portal system, which is asked by the Roy ने पूछा था ना. चलो, hepatic portal system. Hepatic portal system. Okay, before that, Roy, what do you think about the hepatic portal system? क्या होता है hepatic portal system? Okay, you just tell me which organs are involved here. which organs are involved in hepatic portal system. See, number one organ which is involved here is what? It is the liver. Yes or no? It is the liver and intestine, right? So see here, what is happening? Arteries. Artery is coming. This is artery. Artery is coming from the heart. Okay. Now, it entered into the small intestine. Like artery will have the capillaries. Artery will now make the capillaries and capillaries. Okay. And then it will enter into, it will cross towards the small intestine. Yes. It will cross towards the small intestine. So, from here what is happening? Intestine. The artery is supplying the blood to the small intestine. Okay. Now, from the small intestine, a vein is originating. From the small intestine, a vein is originating. 1 second. क्या हो गया? Hang हो गया क्या? फिर से चलो. A vein is originating. Okay. This is suppose the vein. But this vein is not going into the heart. Rather, it is opening into the liver. It is opening into the liver. Okay. It is opening into the liver. Right. And then from the liver, it is again forming the vein, and this vein is going to the heart. So see, generally what happens? Generally, एक organ से blood दूसरे organ में नहीं जाता. एक organ से blood होके heart में ही जाता. But in this case, what's happening? The blood from the small intestine through the veins are going into the liver, and from the liver, it is going into the heart again. This is known as hepatic portal system. Why it is done, sir? Why it is done? See, मैं थोड़ा सा इधर हो जाता हूँ ताकि तुम्हें समझ में आ जाए. Why it is done? See, let's suppose that you or anyone has eaten some poison. Anyone has eaten some poison or any toxic thing. So, if it will reach to the heart, if it will reach to the heart, so from the heart, it will go to all the body. So, rather not sending it to the heart directly, first of all, our body sends it to the liver. And liver will do what? Liver will detoxify it. Function of liver is what? Detoxification. So, liver will destroy all of these things, and then it goes to the heart so that the body will be protected. So, our body is protected. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Batao. Let me know, bachcho. Roy, Shivesh, is it clear? How did you like the class, bachcho? How did you like the class, bachcho? Let me know in the comment section. I hope that all your doubts, all your concepts are clear now. And tomorrow, let us meet again for the excretion. For the excretion, okay? Excretion is a kind of a conceptual chapter, and mainly you guys have some problem in urine formation and all of this thing. So don't worry, tomorrow this will also be cleared. Okay? Chalo. Bye everyone. See you in the next class. And thank you so much, Roy. Most welcome. And share this class among your friends and subscribe to this channel and help us grow this wonderful channel. Till then, bye bye everyone.